Concords are the purple grapes instead of the Niagaras that we just finished picking, which are the green grapes. So we have organic Concords and conventionals. The organics we don't pick until the last week of harvest, but day one of picking our conventional Concords. Right now she is taking off the sprinklers because we have to irrigate here, so we have sprinklers, and so we have to take those sprinklers off before we come in and pick, because the picker, when it shakes the grapes, it will totally shake off and break the sprinkler. So she's driving through before we come in and pick those rows, and she's taking off the sprinkler rows, which it's only one sprinkler row like every 5 grape rows, so it's not that many. My brother's looking at me, so I better go. Grape tank is empty right now, and here the grapes come. So one of the rods got caught on a grape post, and so right there, the little white part is supposed to be in that hole right there, but it got pulled out, and so it got wrapped around the other rods. guys. You gotta back up more. Or he's coming forward. So over here, he's getting all the grapes off of the belts. Ah! Oh my gosh! Thought you were in the tractor. Okay, so we are picking our Concord grapes now, and I don't know what day it is, I lost track, but we had one more grape tank to fill, and now the grape picker, Dad said it's like overheating. The temperature gauge is like at 210, and that's like overheating, and so now Dad is calling the mechanic. There's another breakdown, and this is the Concords. We were picking our Concord grapes, and yeah.
And so then it's kind of putting the bind on the belt, and so then you're going to smell rubber and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to stop.
Right.
I'm going to stop then, and
yeah.
We'll work on this, or
yeah, I'll probably go first thing in the morning and go check it out and see what we need.
okay.
Yep. Bye.
We're done?
Why?
We're done.
Yes.
Imagine so happy about it.
Yes.
What happened with it?
Water pump or alternator bearing is out, is what they were guessing. So we're done for the night, and we're going to check it out in the morning.
Okay, so the mechanic came this morning, and what happened?
So I was driving the picker, and I smelled a weird smell. I didn't know exactly what it was, and then Dad was driving the tractor. So then he says, there's smoke coming out of the engine. So then I stop, and we smell like burning rubber. So then we're looking at it, and we called the mechanic, and she says most likely the water pump, and it was. So this is what the water pump is, and the whole thing is kind of shaky. There's a little bit of, see that? There's a little bit of play in there. It shakes a little bit, and the bearing was shot in it. So there's a new water pump, and because it went out, there's a new belt on there, on the radiator fan belt. So that's what happened.
So now the picker is all fixed, and we are starting. What day is it? Day 4 of Concords. So we are now, roll my window. Roll my window. So we are taking the semi to the next field we're going to be picking tonight. Got it. Tell them that it's narrow. All that. Tell them you. She's flex. I have to take it one of your seats. Whew. It's bumpy. I'm turning very sharp like that, I turn and then straighten out the wheel for a little bit, just so my trailer doesn't hit anything, and turn, straighten out like that, just because I don't. Turning's been pretty much fine for me, but I still like to be extra careful. What'd you do to my mirror?
Just push back out. Okay, so oh, this is a perfect angle. We got a new phone holder for the tractor. It's magnetic. So I am in Beehive 1, and I'm going like my miles per hour. I'm like 1.8 right now. Okay, so I have to keep looking back because if you look in the top corner right there, that's the picker arm, and the grapes go into the gondola, and I have to keep up pace with the picker so they're not spilling out of the front or spilling out of the back. And if they are, then we will hear the infamous beep from the picker. Not that I've heard it ever before. Okay, so I'm coming to the end of the row, and I'm in Beehive 1, but when I come to the end of the row, I go into Beehive 2, maybe even Beehive 3, because you want to quickly get out of the way of the picker. And so at the bottom, I'm going to turn 4 into the next row, and then the picker follows. So it's easier for the picker driver. It's easier for the tractor drivers to find the row than it is for the picker drivers. So that's what we do. Okay, so I'm going to go into Beehive 2, Beehive 3, and as fast as you can. 4. And then go back into Beehive 1 and wait for the picker driver to catch up. The radio keeps turning on by itself. This is the new tractor, and it's like a fancier radio. That's kind of creepy. So it's kind of light here at the grapes, and so we do go a little bit faster. But when it's like super heavy at this one field we have, then we have to slow down like a lot because there's so much grapes. The grape picker can only go so fast. Why is it turning on by itself? I'm kind of spooked. So we had 2 loads tonight, and we were all picking our last load, but then something happened with the picker. The belts wouldn't spin, and so Dad said there was like a bearing or something that needs to be replaced, and so we have to wait till the morning for the mechanic to come back out again, because last night some air cooler or something was shot, and so yeah, last night we had to cancel a load because of that. The picker was smoking again, and when I say again, watch the video that's linked in the description and you'll know what I'm talking about. And tonight there's only, the front tank has 2 dumps in it, and it's supposed to have 3, so that's not filled either. So, there's another breakdown. I feel like once we have one breakdown, it's just like poof, all the rest of the nights we have breakdown. Yeah, thanks for getting this far in the video. Okay, so the good news is we didn't have to call the mechanic. Dad fixed it this morning, and this was the log that was underneath the belts that was stopping them from turning. And so we have a little break in harvest. We have 2 days off, and then we're going to start picking again on Thursday. And this was causing the problem. The year, I always have an itch here whenever I'm recording.